I am a fan of Golden Hoops.
Out of the lane.
DG alone for three. In rhythm. In rhythm. Now we've got some wrestling going on underneath with two veterans who have battled for many years, Anthony and Howard.
Double fouls here or what? As we look at, there's the bump, there's the bump. He's posted up. Now their arms are all locked up.
LA.
So they'll figure this out when we come back.
Now, we didn't know Russ Westbrook was going to be a factor in this game, but he and Steven Adams going at it during the last time out. Now, they were teammates for 7 years, and it got a little spicy back and forth.
Something between the two kind of ticked somebody off.
Carrying violation.
Some extra words after the play. Morris and Doncic. Porzingis getting in the way, and there's some shoves. Patrick Beverley getting involved.
See, it used to be that
Two after the whistle. Morris grabbing him, and they start having some words. Just some shoves, nothing really.
For common sense, and to me, that is nothing.
Yeah.
That is nothing. You're not ejected for that.
I agree.
That's why I said.
That's nonsense stuff.
And he draws the foul on Embiid. Embiid just stuck his arm out, and Marcus Smart didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Hey, you know what? No fans in the building, it doesn't matter. That's intensity. Look at this.
I agree. That's what he objected to, was the second shot.
They've been the #1 team in the league. Vucevic comes up short. Rebounded by Middleton. And we've got an altercation. Ennis and Marvin Williams. And James might have thrown I don't know if it was a punch, but it certainly was an arm motion with his right arm. Tempers flaring in game 3. Marvin Williams. Discuss what penalties should be delivered.
Pushing and shoving going on.
Official Kevin Scott seemed to pick up all of it. Well, there's the first big shot. Kevin Scott racing in. Marvin Williams, a fistful of James Ennis' jersey. So I'm not sure if that's going to be deemed a punch or not.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just trying to get
his jersey
out
of the clutches.
Dame tries to feed it to Whiteside, gets dislodged. But scurries to pick up the basketball. Melo. Now, is that the woo-woo or the war wounds right there?
That's war wounds.
Okay.
That's war wounds.
Okay.
And he's letting Caruso know about it. You got to respect the shot. He's working to try to fight over the screen.
Dallas gave him a bit of their own medicine. Good leave, Harrell. No, the follow by Morris. He gets it to go.
Oh, this is a good one.
Marcus Morris was yapping.
This is what got these guys to this point.
Finney Smith misses a three. Porzingis comes in with the board. I think it's going the other way. And again, Morris and Porzingis come together. Chippy.
I'd like to make one point about younger teams, and I've been there, and I love what Porzingis and those guys are doing. They're standing up for each other, right? But you have to remember where you are. You're the younger team, the underdog, and you're 1-1 in this. You should look as the talk, the physical play of the Clippers is their frustration manifesting.
Butler out to Robinson. This time, Chris Paul stayed on his feet, didn't go for that ball fake. Instead, jarred it free out of bounds. And you just learn not to go for that Robinson ball fake initially, which he's used.
Former steals leader ×2 in his league.
Now Paul, stepping right into the passing lane, just rips it away from Robinson and throws it off his body out of bounds. Himself at 19 points, enough of that. He's now my responsibility. That should be an offensive foul, and it is. Butler right into the body of Paul, who's doing a little bit of everything here, closing out this first half.
Well, he's just trying to make sure his team, stays engaged here, right where they are. And Jimmy Butler, he's coming in like a bull. There he is, easy call.
What do we always say? If you bring that chicken wing out, you're going to get called for the offensive foul.
Absolutely. CP3 knew that
every time.
And he knows Jimmy Butler too.
Harrell
with the foul on Porzingis in the air.
And that is a foul. He put his hand on the shoulder, but, you know, it's a soft play. Everybody's okay. It's just a regular foul. But this is where it gets good, where Luka is saying, that's not good. You guys can read his lips. But Porzingis comes over, and if you are the Clippers, you want to impose your will. You want to frustrate Luka. You don't care if he gets upset. And if you're the young Mavs, this is what you're supposed to do. Stand up to the bullies and keep it going.
There so far as that three is short by Finney Smith. And then a trip. Double foul. Wow. Don't see those happen often, but double foul. One on Harrell, one on Luka. And for the second time in the game, Luka's involved, and some talking and double technicals have been assessed now.
We've had a bad experience with double technicals earlier in the series, guys.
We have Marquise Morris and all these different guys, or Marcus Morris, are trying to start to be physical.
Take a lot of cheap little shots, and there's retaliations.
Call it a flop.
He sure did.
And then Harrell, of course, says, watch your mouth. Like you can tell somebody what to say. But I like it. I like chippy playoff basketball. Nothing wrong with it.
And you think of guys like Russell Westbrook when you think of attackers. For a guy to do both is incredible.
And a foul on Nurkic.
Of the Houston defense. But he just hit him in the head. And again, now we see the trap.
For Russell Westbrook when we come back in the fourth. Foul called on Nurkic, the trip right here, Westbrook going to the rim. But then afterwards, Stan, Russell Westbrook was hanging in the area of the Portland bench. Damian Lillard came over. Russell basically gave, hey, I'm not talking to him. I'm talking about that.
Anderson has LeVert on the trail. Kyle's selling it, and they bought it.
That one, body language on a play, to me, that should be called a flop. And you know how much I love Kyle Lowry, but this is, that's like, view that one. I wonder if they will, because that was. And then I'm not blaming Kyle. I'd do it too if I get away with it, but that was.
So a technical foul on Justin Anderson gives them time to ask Kyle Lowry for his Screen Actors Guild card.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what.
Now just get the ball in.
Yeah, game. Oh, what happened there?
And that might be before the ball was inbounded, which means that James will get a free throw and keep the ball. That's Chris Paul. We've seen Chris Paul before and his dirty tricks trying to draw fouls. And they call a defensive foul on Chris Paul. And Chris is doing everything he can to try to trick the officials into making the wrong call, but James is in some pain.
But they called the foul on Paul, and it should be an away for the play. There's Gene.